Okay, so continue with the API management service. We are going to see how to go to the portal they have for us. So we see that in the API management service configuration, we have this developer portal and we have this link or button which leads us to a page where we can actually design the look and feel for what is going to be our public page, and we can use this small website to show our customers or the other developer teams the APIs that we have in there. So you can configure everything here. We see that you can go to pages and you will see that here are a lot of files, so you can click the API list and you will go to the API list. These you can configure it, you can tell it like what to do. Okay, the link and everything. You can create a, this is based on widgets or components, I believe that's what they call it. So you can actually add more stuff. So let's see if I want to go to pages, I'll create a page. I'll put some test page, something like that. The permalink, and that will be it. And here in somewhere I'll add a section, so I can add section or whatever else I want to add there. Let's see, let's add a let's add this one. Okay, so we have an article in there. I believe this is the one I did that. Okay, we can set content flow configuration, and here we can add the widgets. So we can add something like the list of API in tiles, so you'll see that in there. Okay, I don't want to do any changes in there at the moment. We'll go back to this configuration and you will see that here we have the actual publisher portal. So we can go here. This is the publisher portal. Let's go review this page. So you can see here the applications. Let's see. I can take this development URL or developer portal too, and I can navigate to it, or I can take this one, which is the developer portal URL. So let's see, I'll take that developer portal URL, but I'll open it in another browser where I am not logged in, and you will see that we are not in design mode anymore, so we can see what it's already published in there. We see that we have the home page, sign up and explore APIs. We have the APIs links, so that's my demo test API, which is the one we created before. We see the list of products, starter, unlimited. We see this for sign in or sign up. Okay, so I won't save this, I won't save this, I won't save this, And here I had done I had done some changes before, so I may have to publish this. Let's see if by refreshing this we stop seeing. We have to stop seeing this Azure Active Directory B2C because I actually removed it. I was having some issues with it. So let's see if it's actually stored somewhere in there. Let's clean our cache, and you see that the button actually already disappeared because I had removed it. Okay, so let's sign up. I'll sign up. I'll create a user. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what it does there. And we sign up. Okay. Follow the instructions in the email to verify your account. Okay, so I should be receiving an email now. Let's wait for a couple of seconds, and I should receive an email. Okay, I already received my email, and it requests me to hit the link for the verification. So I'm already doing it on my cell phone, and that should be already verified. Let's see. I should have this activated. Okay, so you see that now we can we're actually signing in here, right? We can go to starter. We see that we have this my demo test API, and you see that here we have the API definition. We have this weather forecast endpoint, which is the one that was there. I was testing, and we can click try it. Okay, so we have a subscription key. At the moment we do not have any subscriptions, so let's see what it does now. If I hit send, let's see what it does. So it says the HTTP response is actually unauthorized, access denied due to missing subscription key. Make sure to include the subscription key when making requests to an API. Okay, so let's go back. Let's scroll up here. Let's close this tab. Let's go to products, starter, and you see that it says your subscriptions. I do not have any subscription. Okay, the subscription name. Let's see my test subscription, and I am going to subscribe. Okay, and you see that I am already subscribed to the starter product, and I have these keys. Okay, so now if I go back to APIs and I go back to my demo test API, you hit try it, you will notice that the subscription key already changed. It's not empty anymore, but now I am able to select the keys from the products that I have assigned. So I'll use the primary key, and then I'll go back to try to execute this request. And let's see the response now. We see that here now we have the HTTP response, we have an OK, and we have the data. Okay, and you will notice this: the HTTP requests didn't actually go to the real endpoint URLs. It actually went to the API's management service URL, and the API management service actually routed the request to the actual API. So here now you can see that if I go back to subscriptions, I'll see a new subscription created for the product name starter, and you will see that in users, you will see that user I had created. Now it did sign in, and if I click on that user and see subscriptions, I will see which subscriptions this user is assigned to. Okay. Now, if I go back to my to the portal, you will see that in reports, I can actually see the information of the API calls that have been performed by this user, along with the data transfer and the API response times. Okay, so let's see in the last hour. We see that from United States it was called one time at 3:59. The data transferred was really small, of course. Didn't have like a lot of data. We can see the API response times. We can see the actual calls that have been performed. Here you see that for the product starter, there is one successful call, 0 blocked calls, 0 failed calls. So the actual total of calls has been 1, and the bandwidth was 887 bytes. The operations, you can see that the actual call was to the weather forecast endpoint. So with this, the user can actually see how many calls he has done, and you can also see the actual operations that have more use, the one have less. So that's pretty much what I want to show you today. So feel free to use the Azure API management service to secure your own APIs and help your customers use your products. Have a good day.